Welcome to your Monday evening practice. So I don't believe you two have been to one of my classes yet. So that renders my introduction spiel. So you guys who already know me have to listen again, sorry. My name is Jessie. I've been practicing yoga this is 2026. Oh my gosh, for 9 years. It'll be 9 years this year, I can't believe it. Been practicing yoga for almost 9 years, so 8.5, because my first practice was on my 44th birthday. Telling my age there. I've been teaching for almost 5 years. I like to include in my little introduction spiel. I did my introductory training online because I did it in 2020. We all know what happened in 2020. I like to tell that piece of information because I am not the instructor who walks around the room and helps to put you in positions. I basically demo everything in front of you and tell you what I want you to do when. Have you guys practiced before? Are you familiar with yoga? Okay. So if you've done Pilates, then you know don't do anything that your body does not want you to do. Please, for the love of all that is holy, listen to your body. You do not have to look like me. You do not have to look like the person beside you. And if you need props or need to modify in the postures, by all means, that is definitely the way to go. I actually injured my knees, well, this knee particularly, going too deep into a posture when I first started practicing. So please do not do that. That's not why we're here. So it is not a competition. It is simply your body, listening to your body, getting more in tune with your body, and that is the entire reason that I enjoy teaching. It definitely, when I first practiced, it blew my mind as to how much of a mind-body connection that I got. So yeah. So with all of that being said, we'll go ahead and get started. So coming to your comfortable seated position, and that's whatever is comfortable in your body. So you do not have to sit cross-legged as I am. You can have your legs straight out if that feels better for you. Perhaps you'd like to sit on a block or a blanket to prop yourself up. And once you get in your comfortable seat, you're going to close your eyes down, finding length in your spine, so growing long and tall in your spine. Let your shoulders soften down your back away from your ears. Soften your face, your neck, and your jaw. And begin to tune in to the natural rhythms of your breath here. We are leaving the previous events of the day in the background. And we're doing the same with the upcoming events of the evening. And that leaves the present moment. And the present moment is the only place that life actually exists. And as you're here, becoming nice and still, place one hand on your heart and the other hand on top of that one. And allowing your breath, allowing yourself to connect to your breath in this way and connect to your heartbeat. So over the last several weeks, our themes for our classes, so I like to choose themes for each one of my classes, have been focused around specific anatomical areas of the body. So the second week in January, we began with a focus on the feet. And then after that, we moved up to the legs, and then the hips, Last week was the core, so we focused on core work last week. And this week's focus is head, chest, and upper body. Of course, as we know, we had our Valentine's Day holiday a couple of days ago. So I decided to theme this specific practice with a lot of heart-opening postures. And so we'll get into the head and the neck and the arms and all of that stuff too, but the main focus is the heart space. And so as you're here and you're deepening your breath, allow the top of your inhales to really expand into that area. So allowing the very top of the inhale as you breathe in to rise up into your heart space. And then allowing your exhales to just release all of those areas back down towards your back body. And so as we move through our practice this evening, may we be able to open up through all of these upper areas of our body, to be able to give and receive love and have a deeper connection with the divine. We're going to just start off with 5 simple rounds of some breath work. And so we're going to begin our inhales at the very bottom of our belly. Let the middle of the inhale rise up through the midsection, and then the top of the inhale land at the top of the chest. And then we'll just exhale to rhythmically release all of that back towards our back body. So just 5 rounds of this. And we'll begin now. So inhale, bottom of the belly, rising up through the midsection, landing at the top of the chest. And then exhale to release, letting your navel travel back towards your spine. Inhale, bottom of the belly, rising up through the midsection, landing at the top of the chest. And then exhale, releasing all of that back down towards your back body. Inhale, bottom of the belly, rising up through the midsection, landing at the top of the chest. And then exhale, releasing all of that back down. 2 more. Inhale, bottom of the belly, rising up through the midsection, landing at the top of the chest. And then exhale to release all of that back down. Fullest, deepest inhale to expand. And then exhale to release, navel to spine. Coming back one last time to your natural breath pattern. Just noticing if there are any energetic shifts in your body or your subtle body. You can keep your eyes closed, or you can open if you need to watch me. I love practicing with my eyes closed. I'm going to keep mine closed for this little portion. You're going to release your hands, your palms from your heart space. Let them rest on your knees. Take a deep breath in, breathe out through the crown of the head, and then on your breath out, you're just going to start to draw some nice deep circles with your head. So you want to see if you can keep your spine nice and long and your shoulders soft down your back. And continuing to breathe deep here. Breathing into any tension you might be harboring in your neck. My neck is always stiff, so these little movements are really great for me. Take a deep breath in through the nose. On your next breath out, bring your head back to center, back to stillness, back to your regular seated position. Take another deep breath in through the nose right here. Breath out, you're going to remove your hands, place your left hand on your right knee, and your right fingertips come behind you, and you're going to twist to the right. So just a simple seated twist here. Fullest, deepest inhale, breathe out through the crown of the head. And then exhale, bringing your right ear towards your right shoulder. So I like to do a little thing where the ear, this is what I call it. The ear is chasing the shoulder. So you want your shoulder to really be down towards the earth and then let your ear just fall towards it. Take a deep breath in right here. And breath out, we release, come back to center, eyes open or closed, that's your choice. Take a deep breath in, grow long in the spine, breathe out through the crown of the head. And exhale, we're going to come back into those head and neck circles. So perhaps you draw these circles in the opposite direction that you did to begin with. And if you can't remember, that's totally okay. It's really awesome to just go with the flow. So going with what you're feeling here. And keeping your head nice and heavy. So I find for me, the heavier my head is, the more deeply I can get in to the neck stretches. And continuing to breathe deep. Fullest, deepest inhale here. Exhale, we're going to come back to that neutral spine once again. Inhale, grow long and tall in the spine. Shoulders are soft. Exhale, we're going to twist to the left this time. So right palm rests on left knee, left fingertips are behind. Fullest, deepest inhale to breathe out through the crown of the head. Your spine is long and your shoulders are down and away from your ears. Exhale, let that left ear chase the left shoulder. So working the left shoulder down and away from the ear and let the ear move towards it. This is my stiff side, so I could stay here all evening. Take a deep breath in through the nose, breathing into what you feel here. Exhale to release, fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Take another deep breath in right here. And exhale, we release and come back to center. Slowly flutter your eyes open if they're closed. We're going to make our way to a tabletop position. So that's basically on all fours. Keeping your props close by for future use, but moving them off of your mat if they are on it. And so tabletop is shoulders over wrists and hips over knees. Your hands are at a shoulder distance and your knees are at hip distance. You're going to press down through the four corners of your palms and grip your mat with your finger pads. So that helps to protect your wrists. And you're going to draw your shoulders down and away from your ears. Next inhale, you're going to drop your belly, raise your hips, your gaze goes up high, so we're cat-cows. And then exhale, press the earth away, round the spine, chin to chest, navel to spine. Inhale, we drop the belly, raise the hips, look up high. And then exhale, press the earth away, round the spine, chin to chest, navel to spine. Next inhale, we drop the belly, raise the hips, look up. Heart pulls through. And then exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, navel to spine. Inhale, we come back to a neutral tabletop position. And then exhale, you're going to walk your palms forward, sink your heart space and your forehead down towards the earth. So this is our puppy pose. If you can't sink all the way down in your forehead and your chest, that's where your block comes in. So you can always prop your block underneath your chest or your forehead. Wherever you are in the posture, take a full inhale here in through the nose. And then exhale, allow your heart space to move down closer to the earth. Take another deep inhale here. And exhale, navel to spine. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Next inhale, you're going to draw the left palm back towards you, and then exhale. The top of the left hand comes underneath, onto the earth, underneath of the right arm. So this is our thread the needle position. Take a full expansive inhale here, in through the nose. And exhale.
Take another deep breath in. And exhale, fullest, deepest inhale here. And exhale, next inhale, we're going to rise back up to our tabletop position. So shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. And exhale, so 3 more cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly, raise the hips, look up high. Exhale, press the earth away, round the spine, chin to chest, navel to spine. Inhale, we drop the belly, raise the hips, look up, heart pulls through. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, navel to spine. Inhale, we drop the belly and look up. And then exhale, we round, chin to chest, navel to spine. Next inhale, we come back to our neutral tabletop position once again. And then exhale, we're going to make our way back to our puppy pose. So perhaps you can go down further this time and bring your chin to touch the earth. You have to have a lot of space in your shoulders to be able to do that. So if you cannot do that, that is okay. It's totally fine to use a prop or keep your forehead on the earth. Beautiful. Take a deep breath into the nose right here. And breath out. Full, deepest inhale. And exhale. Take another deep breath in. And breath out. Next, inhale. Rise up just slightly. And then sneak that right arm under the left one, top of the right hand to the earth, and right cheek rests. Exhale to stay. Take a deep breath in right here. And exhale. One more inhale here. And exhale. Next inhale, come back through your puppy pose, gazing towards the front short edge of your mat. And then exhale, you're going to make your way on to your belly. So we're setting up for our Sphinx pose. So pressing your forearms and your palms into the earth. Press your pubic bone and your toenails down. Take an inhale here. Shrug the shoulders down away from the ears. Breathe out through the crown of the head. And then exhale to walk your right palm forward. Bend your right knee as you inhale, so your right foot comes in towards your bum. And then exhale, you're going to roll over onto your right side and grab a hold of your right foot with your left hand. Take a deep breath in through the nose, and it's okay if you roll off of your mat here. Exhale to stay. What's that? Yeah. Oh, did somebody say something? No, okay. I thought I heard somebody's voice. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Draw your right foot in toward your bum. And that's okay if you can't draw it real deeply. Exhale to stay. Take another inhale here. And exhale to release. We come back to center, coming back to our Sphinx pose. Fullest, deepest inhale to press into your palms and your forearms. See if you can keep your elbows at shoulder distance here. Breathe out through the crown of the head. And then exhale to stay. Take another deep breath in. And exhale. Next inhale, we're going to do the same on the other side. So we're going to walk the left hand out. Bend the left knee in towards the bum, and then exhale, we roll over onto our left side and grab a hold of our left foot with our right hand. Beautiful work. Take a deep breath in through the nose right here. You're resting your left cheek on your left arm. Exhale, draw that left foot more in closer towards your bum. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And exhale, take another deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, we release, come back through center. Inhale, we come back up into our Sphinx pose. This is our last visit to our Sphinx pose. Shoulders down the back away from the ears. Exhale, curl your toes, hinge your hips, and walk your feet forward towards your elbows for your dolphin pose. So it's really great if you can get your heels down to the earth here, but if you cannot, that is okay. I absolutely can't. So our focus is on our upper body. So draw the shoulders down, the back away from the ears. Take a deep breath in through the nose, pressing firmly into your forearms. And then exhale, let your head hang heavy. And then perhaps you begin to shake your head, yes and no. Maybe even draw some circles with your head. Take one more deep breath in this movement. And then exhale, we come back to center, back to stillness. Next inhale, gaze up towards the top of your mat. Exhale, we meet in our downward facing dog. You're going to straighten your arms and their palms and your feet are touching down with the earth. Once again, we're pressing down through the four corners of the palms and gripping our mat with our finger pads. Inhale, bend the knees, raise heels and hips up towards the sky, shoulders down away from the ears. And then exhale, heels and heart melt down towards the earth. Next inhale, we gaze up towards the short edge of the mat, so the top of the mat. And then exhale, walk your feet all the way up to the top. Inhale, rise up to a flat back here. Exhale, we're going to heel toe our feet out all the way as wide as our mat. So we're in a wide-legged stance. Inhale, soft bend in the knees. Float your fingertips up behind you. And then exhale, clasp all 10 fingers together and bring the crown of the head down towards the earth. So perhaps your hands travel up over top of your head. Perhaps they rest on your sacrum, on your lower back. Take a deep breath in. Press firmly in the four corners of the feet. And exhale, perhaps once again you find some movement here. So perhaps your head is like a pendulum and you sway from side to side. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale, take another deep breath in. Exhale, navel to spine. Fullest, deepest inhale. Exhale, coming back to center, back to stillness. Releasing your clasped fingers down towards your sacrum. Unwind your fingers. Next, inhale, fingertips on the earth. Rise up to a flat back here. And then exhale, heel toe your feet back in to hip distance or big toes touch. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Arms come out and up. Palms touch up top. Tuck the tailbone up. And then exhale, palms land at heart center. All right, the sun has set, but we're still going to do some sun salutations because we always do. Inhale, pressed palms rise up towards the sky. Tailbone is tucked up towards the belly button. Exhale, swan dive down. Lead with your heart to come into your Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, hands on the knees. We rise up to a flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. And then exhale, plant fingertips, step your right toes back, and drop your right knee down to the earth or a pad. So this is where that blanket might come in because the floor is kind of hard. Inhale, circle the arms out and up here. So we're in our Anjaneyasana low lunge position. You guys look great. Exhale, circle the arms down and around. Clasp the fingers at the sacrum. Inhale, shrug the shoulders down. The back gaze goes up towards the sky. Exhale, let your chin and your hips fall down towards the earth. So chin in towards your chest and your hips sink low. Take a deep breath in through the nose right here. And then exhale, release the clasp of your fingers. Let them frame your front foot. Next, inhale, you're going to straighten your back leg. Move your little blanket out of the way if you have it. So you're in a little runner's lunge position. Tops of the shoulders are down and away from the ears. Perhaps you get light in your fingers. Beautiful. Exhale, plant your palms and make your way to your plank pose. Take a deep breath in, really press the earth away here. Breath out to lower knees, Chest and chin down to the earth. Elbows tuck in tight toward your ribs. Inhale, release the entire front side of your body. Peel your beautiful bright heart up for your Bhujangasana Cobra pose. And then exhale, curl toes, hen chips, downward facing dog. Next inhale, we're going to float the right toes up to the sky behind us. You can always keep your bottom knee down if this is too much. And then exhale, round the spine, drawing your right knee in towards your nose. Float your shoulders over your wrists, and then step your right foot in between your hands, however you can get it there. Dropping your left heel off towards the right to back corner of your mat, and your feet are on railroad tracks. So you want your right foot out just a little bit to the right, and your left foot out just a little bit to the left. Next breath in, we circle the arms out and up, and reach your fingertips up towards the sky. Breath out, bend deeply into that right knee. You guys look wonderful. Take a deep breath in, reach high through the fingertips. Shoulders are soft down the back. Breath out, float the fingertips down and clasp them at your sacrum. Next breath in, shrug the shoulders down the back. Gaze goes up towards the sky. So this is our little theme this evening. We're nice and bright in our heart space. And then exhale, make your way into your humble warrior. You saw how I wobbled there. This is a very wobbly posture for me. Take a deep breath into the nose. That's okay. Wobbles build balance. See if you can draw your hands up overhead, and if not, that's okay. You can always rest them on your sacrum. Exhale to unwind your fingers. Inhale, place your fingers toward the top of the mat, making your way up to standing splits position. Yes, wobbles are part of the process. Exhale to open your heart up to the left. Left fingertips, left toes go up towards the sky. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Look at you guys go. You're beautiful. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Breath out as gracefully as you can. Left big toe meets the right. Nose towards the knees to fold. So having a soft bend in your knees here is very ideal. Bringing opposite hands to opposite elbows and swaying from side to side in your Uttanasana is also a great way to release any tension. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And exhale. Take another deep breath in. And breath out. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale, we release, come back to center, back to stillness. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Arms come out and up. Palms touch up top. Bring a slight arc into the spine here. And then exhale, palms rest at heart center. Namaste. Okay, all of that on the other side. Inhale, press palms, rise up towards the sky. Tuck your tailbone up towards your belly button. Exhale, swan dive down with a nice bright heart. Nose towards knees to fold. Inhale, hands on the shins. We rise up to a flat back, shoulders down the back. Exhale, plant your fingertips. Step your left toes back, dropping your left knee down to a pad or the earth. Right knee stacked over right ankle. Inhale, fingertips float forward and up. Stack your torso over your hips. Beautiful. You guys are on it this evening. Maybe even more on it than me. Exhale to let your fingertips clasp at your sacrum. Inhale, shrug the shoulders down the back. Gaze goes up towards the sky. Exhale, chin to chest and hips down towards the earth. Take a deep breath in through the nose right here. Breath out, we release the clasp of the fingers. Breath in, low runner's lunge. So we're going to straighten our back leg. Tops of the shoulders down and away from the ears. maybe you get light in your fingers. Notice the difference in sides. Exhale, plant your palms and make your way to your plank pose. Take a deep breath in, really press the earth away. You can always drop your knees down right away. Exhale, that's where we're going. Drop your knees, chest and chin down to the earth. Inhale, release the entire front side of your body. Peel your heart up, Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. And then exhale, curl toes, hinge hips, downward facing dog. Feet are hip distance here. As you inhale, float the left toes up towards the sky. See if you can keep your shoulders squared. Remember, you can always keep that bottom knee down. Exhale, draw the left knee towards your nose. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, rounding your spine, and however you can get that left foot in between your hands. That's where we land. I always have to baby this side. Left foot is off just a little bit to the left. Right foot is off just a little bit to the right. So on the railroad track stance, dropping the right heel off towards the left back corner of the mat. Inhale, we circle the arms out and up, meeting in our Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1 posture. Exhale, drag your right shoulder and right hip slightly forward and let your hips sink down low here. Torso is stacked over the hips. You guys look great. Take a deep breath in, reach high through the fingertips. And breath out, circle the arms down and around. Breath in, shrug the shoulders down the back. Gaze goes up high. Breath out, bring your face on the inside of your left knee and your clasped fingers up overhead. Or you can rest them on your sacrum. So it's however your shoulders are feeling. Take a deep breath in right here. Breath out, release the clasp of your fingers. Breath in, we're going to come into our standing splits towards the front of the mat. And breath out, grab a hold of whatever prop you have. Peel your heart open to the right. Right fingertips, right toes up towards the sky. I cannot do this posture on this side unless my left foot is turned. Take a deep breath in. It's whatever works, you know. Take a deep breath in. Reach high through right fingertips and right toes. Breath out. All 10 toes land on the earth towards the front of your mat to fold. Beautiful work. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, navel to spine. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Take another deep breath in, sending the top of the inhale to the very top of your heart space. And exhale to release. Next breath in, we rise up to a flat back, shoulders down the back. Breath out, we're going to plant our palms and step straight back to our downward facing dog. Pressing firmly into the four corners of the palms, grip the mat with the finger pads. Next breath in, bend the knees. Heels and hips go up high. And breath out. See if you can keep your shoulders nice and stable and squared as you slowly lower your knees down to the earth. So we are going to make our way into camel pose. That means we're going to start standing on our knees. So you may want something under your knees here. I'm actually going to move this back a little bit. So coming to stand on your knees are hip distance. Gently tucking your tailbone up towards your belly button. Let your shoulders be soft down your back. Soften your face and your jaw. Bring your tongue off of the roof of your mouth. Next, inhale, circle the arms out and up. Fingertips float up high, gaze goes up. Exhale, keeping the gaze up, circle your arms down and around and either clasp your fingers at your sacrum or rest your hands on your lower back. So your fingers can be up or down if they're resting on your lower back.
So this may be as far as you may want to go. It depends on how much space you have in your lower back. But if you'd like to go further, take a deep breath in, shrug the shoulders down the back, and come a little more deeply into the back bend. Exhale to stay. Fullest, deepest inhale. We're nice and bright in our heart space. Exhale, if you'd like to go deeper, release your hands and let them rest on your heels. So if you curl your toes, that's a little insider tip, your heels are closer to your hands. Take a deep breath in right here. Exhale to stay. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Take one more breath right here, feeling the opening and expansion in your chest and head. And then exhale to release and make your way back once again into the lovely puppy pose. So resting your forehead on the earth here, hips up towards the sky. And 3 more breaths, so breathing in through the nose. Let the top of the inhale land at the top of the chest. And exhale, fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale, navel to spine. Take another deep breath in. And breath out. Gently raise your face up off of your mat and make your way to a seated position. So moving any props you may have out of the way. I always end up, we're going to lay down on purpose, and every time we lay down on purpose, I always end up back here somewhere. That's why you see me scooting forward. Bringing the flesh of the bum out from underneath of you. So this is our Dandasana, staff pose. Growing long and tall in your spine. Shoulders are down your back. Next inhale, we're going to cross the right ankle over the left knee. So see if you can work through this throughout the entirety of these postures. See if you can work to keep the knee away from you. Exhale, you're going to let your hands fall back just a little bit and bend your left knee. So this is a seated thread the needle position. So once again, our focus is on the upper body and the heart space, but this is an excellent hip opening posture. Take a deep breath in. See if you can work your chest towards your shin and then press the knee away. So your chest is chasing your shin. Exhale to stay. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And exhale, take one more breath in, really pressing the earth away, shoulders down the back. Exhale, release the right foot to the earth, and then inhale, reverse tabletop. So you're rising your hips up, pressing firmly through your hands. Shoulders are down and away from your ears. Exhale to stay. Take another deep breath in. And breath out. We float the hips back down to the earth. Straighten the left leg. And this time we're going to bring the sole of the right foot towards the inner left leg. Take a deep breath in, growing long in your spine. Breath out, keeping that right foot and leg where it is. Bend the left knee. Breath in, heron pose. So you're straightening your left leg and you're grabbing a hold of your left foot with both hands. Exhale, shrug the shoulders down the back. Take a deep breath in. Remember to stay bright in your heart space. Beautiful work. And if you can't straighten your leg, that's totally okay. Exhale, we're going to bring the right hand to the outside of the left foot. And then inhale, we're going to twist to the left. Beautiful work. Exhale to stay. If you do the wrong side, you can just do the opposite side when we go the other way. Take a deep breath in. Reach out and breathe out through the crown of the head. And then exhale to release. And straighten both legs. Coming back to our Dandasana staff pose because we're doing all that on the other side. Before we do that, we're just going to bounce our knees a little bit just to release some tension. If there is any tension. Take a deep breath in, grow long in your spine, shoulders are down your back.
Breath out, cross the left ankle over the right knee, pressing the left knee away from you. Backing your hands up behind you as you breathe in. Breath out, we're going to bend the right knee. Breath in, we're going to press the left knee away from us and work your heart or your chest towards your left knee. So feel the awesome opening in the outer left glute. Yes. Exhale to stay. Take another deep breath in here. And exhale, fullest, deepest inhale. We're strong in our upper body, so press firmly into your palms. Exhale to release the left foot. Inhale, back to that reverse tabletop. One last time. Exhale to stay. Inhale, see if you can rise your hips a little higher this time. Beautiful work. Exhale to release, hips back down to the earth. Straightening the right leg. Left sole of the foot comes on the inside of the right leg. Pressing down through that left knee. Take a deep breath in, keeping the left foot and knee right where it is. Bend the right knee and breath out. Heron pose on the right side. So anytime we're doing two-sided postures, you will discover that one side is absolutely different than the other. So just be mindful of that. Take a deep breath in, shrug the shoulders down the back, breathe out through the crown of the head. Breath out outside of the right foot with the left hand. Breath in, we twist to the right. And feel free to not go there. So if this is not in your practice tonight, if you're not feeling this, feel free to stay right where you are or come out entirely. Exhale to stay. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Really reach through those right fingertips. And exhale, we release. And we make our way back to our Dandasana staff pose. So big toes are touching, flesh of the bum comes out from underneath. Finding length in the spine. Inhale one last time as we're seated to get nice and bright in your heart space. So spread out through your fingertips. Gaze goes up. Exhale, bring your fingertips in front of you and we lay down on purpose. So as slowly as you can while keeping your heels on the earth. Coming all the way down. Beautiful. Wonderful job. All right. Once you are in a reclined position, let your palms rest down by your hips. Bend your knees, soles of the feet on the earth. Gently work to bring your chin towards your chest and draw your tailbone up towards your belly button. So you will feel how the entirety of your spine is pressed down into the earth. As you do that, feet are hip distance. Next, inhale, bridge pose. So we're going to rise our hips up about halfway. Exhale to stay. Inhale, hips rise up a little bit higher. And exhale, take another deep breath in. See if you can get your hips up a little higher. And then on your breath out, clasp all 10 fingers together under your sacrum and walk your shoulders closer together on your back. Nice and bright in our heart space here. Take a deep breath in, rise the hips up a little bit higher. And exhale, place the palms on the earth and let your hips lower down onto your hands. So you're keeping your shoulders drawn onto your back. And straighten your legs out and point down through your toes. Take a deep breath in through the nose right here. Breath out, bring the crown of the head to the earth. So your gaze is going to come behind you. This is our fish pose. Take a deep breath in here. Breathing into all of those areas in your upper body, especially your heart space. Exhale to stay. Take one more breath in here. And exhale. fullest, deepest inhale here. Exhale to unwind and release. Bend your knees, draw your knees and feet to touch together. Take a breath in, bring your face towards your knees towards your face, giving yourself a hug. And then exhale, releasing into our final resting position. So your final Shavasana, aka corpse pose. So this is the time where we let all of our body integrate all of this wonderful work in that we just did, all the way down to a cellular level. You're coming to a full resting position. Feel free to use any of your props, such as your blocks or your blanket to cover up with, or prop under your knees or your head. If you're simply just lying flat, be sure to take up lots of space, letting your hands and feet spread out nice and wide. And coming to complete stillness. Letting all of this work we just did fall back into the earth. Bringing your full attention to your breath. And every time your mind wanders, come back to that focus. Beginning once again to deepen your breath.
Wiggling fingers and toes, circling wrists and ankles, perhaps taking a long body stretch by rising your arms up overhead and pointing down through your toes. Perhaps also windshield wipering knees or feet are all really subtle and gentle ways to reawaken your physical body. Taking any other movements while you're still in a reclined position that might feel good. Before making your way back where we started, so back to your comfortable seated position. Very nice, very nice. All right, once back in your comfortable seat, one last time to close your eyes down. Find length in your spine. Long and tall in the spine from the very tip of the tailbone all the way to the crown of the head. Let your shoulders soften down your back away from your ears. Soften your face, your neck, and your jaw. Bring your tongue off of the roof of your mouth. Let your hands rest wherever is comfortable. And just take a moment to notice. Notice what you're feeling that perhaps is different from when you came into class. Notice any subtle energetic shifts in your physical or subtle bodies. The subtle bodies being the invisible area around your physical body that we cannot see. That absolutely harbors different energies as we move throughout our lives. And then one last moment to bring one palm to your heart space and let the other palm rest on top of that one. And just take some deep breaths into your heart space. Perhaps you notice your heartbeat. Perhaps you notice a little energetic buzz in all of the areas of your upper body. So your shoulders, your head, the crown of your head. And releasing your palms now, bringing them to touch at heart center. Bow your chin in towards your chest. Deepest gratitude to your body and your breath to be able to move, breathe, and practice in this way, in this space, and with each other. Deepest gratitude to yourselves for showing up. That is always half the battle. Bringing your thumbs to touch at your third eye center, the space in between your eyebrows. And may all sentient beings everywhere experience love and peace. Namaste.